Okay, so then also my view pertaining to the legalities or the political parts of abortion, I don't like to get too much into that because it's very complicated. So I'm more concerned with the social part of abortion, okay? Because abortion is like two sides. There's the science and biology of the termination or the ending of a life, the science and biology, and then there's also the moral issue of life, okay? So I'm looking at my notes and I don't even understand what I wrote there. So anyway, so the thing with my perspective is that I like science. I love science and biology. So that's always my go-to. And because science and biology is usually fact, well, they are facts, okay? So, and the issue with abortion, which abortion is a nice way of saying the termination of life. And note well, even when they use it, they say life. They don't say the termination of cells or the termination of whatever word you want to use to make yourself good, but they always say termination of life, okay? Or the ending of a life, okay? That's what it means, abort. So even when you miscarriage, it's a spontaneous abortion, which is the spontaneous ending of a life, okay? That's the medical field will that's how they put it. Okay, right. So the facts. So the thing with abortion is because it's the termination of life. So we have to understand what life is. So that is where the problem starts, because life, as far as the scientific community and biology is concerned, human life begins at conception. Okay, forget about this one said that and that one said that. Is just that's science. Okay, science and biology. Life begins at conception. And why they say that? Because as far as science is concerned, a sperm is a seed, and then there's the egg. So when they get together, they start a new life, which is independent from the life where the sperm came from and the life where the egg came from. It's another life. It has a totally new genetic code, a new genetic makeup. It's an entirely individual life. It may have half of this and half of the other, but together, those two halves make a completely unique new life. So that is why, and it's not just it's a human life. It is not a dog or a cat or a manatees or whatever, a mermaid. No, it's a human life, a human, okay, a Homo sapien. It's a life. So that is why they say this is where life begins. Now, of course, us, as humans, we like to change things up because, whatever floats the boat, whatever the flavor of the day is, we want to go with that. Oh, life only begins at when consciousness comes in, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. You can do that. But we're just talking about facts now. We're not talking about feelings, about emotions, about opinions, about speculation. We're talking about what are the facts according to science and biology. The fact is life begins at conception, when sperm and egg fertilize and a new life starts. Like if you go back to amoeba day, those people who understand that's what happens. Okay, so it's a unique life. The thing with this life is it needs a host body to grow in. So the host body is normally the body of the female who has given half of her chromosomes to create this life. So that is the host body. Note well, there's a host and then there's the new life. So it's two separate lives. And then there is the other life on this side, which provided the sperm, which is the other half of, this is now so getting into biology anyway, which is the other half of this unique life. Okay, so there's actually, if you look at it, there are three lives now. There's a donor, two donors, one host, and a new life. So there's three different. So that is what life is, how human life begins. This is just the fact. Now, if you don't want to go with this fact, that's fine, because these days facts don't matter. Okay, but that's just what it is. Okay, right. So that's just the scientific side of it. Okay,